Good sleep makes everything in life better. What? Especially when it comes to achieving your fitness goals. On today's show, we're going to give you 5 easy steps to sleep better and to sleep better tonight. So make sure you watch all the way to the end because you don't want to miss any detail. Ready or not, let's go. All right, I am here with the team and we are talking about how to sleep better because it's crucial. If you want to achieve body recomp results, if you want to hit PRs, then your sleep is really, really important. So we are going to give you 5 easy ways today to improve that. So Gab, the first one, I drink a lot of coffee. I try to limit myself like as it gets later in the day, but what is the caffeine cutoff?
Yeah. So Joel, do you actually know what caffeine does in your brain? Like, do you know what its job is?
Well, it's like a
Justin,
stimulant,
maybe you
right?
know.
It's going to make me more attentive.
How?
Inform us. We want to know.
Okay, so caffeine actually blocks adenosine receptors in your brain. And adenosine is a neurotransmitter that promotes sleepiness and relaxation. It actually kind of creates that circadian cycle in the body. So caffeine blocks the adenosine from getting into the receptor. So that's why it keeps you a little bit more awake and focused. And so the problem is if we're blocking that neurotransmitter later in the day, good luck trying to fall asleep. So caffeine is great. I think adults need caffeine. I also drink way too much caffeine, but knowing what time you need to cut it off in order to get good sleep is super important. Now, this is different for everybody depending upon tolerance to caffeine, how long you've been drinking it, how much your body is accustomed to. But generally speaking, like 6 to 8 hours before bed, we want to cut it out so that the adenosine can do its job. We can create that cycle of sleepiness, relaxation, get ready, go to bed, fall asleep.
Super smart. Adenosine, is that how you said it?
Adenosine, correct.
Adenosine. Did you learn that from your man crush, Dr. Norton?
Maybe.
It seems like super smart thing to say there. I like it. That's what we do. We say smart things on this show.
Yeah.
All right. So Justin, what is like so you're married. So do you guys fight over like the room temperature or like having lights on, like a certain, like, is the TV on bother you versus where your wife has to have it on to be asleep? So like, what do you do with this room temperature lighting? Like, how do you figure this out?
Yeah. This is a really good question. So with the lighting, obviously, any blue light that's getting into our eyes in any way, shape, or form could be from your phone, could be from outside, whatever, right? Especially as we go into summer and especially people living in the northeast where I live, you got to get some shades. You got to make sure that there's not natural light coming into your room because this can definitely affect sleep, especially deep sleep. And then the room temperature, right? You want your temperature in your room to be cold, right? You don't want it to be freezing cold. You don't want it to be warm, right? And this is a natural temperature that your body regulates at to just really promote sleep and actually get you to sleep quicker. So you have to make sure your room is cool enough and you have to make sure that your room is dark, right? And dark prior to right before you're going to bed, right? Like don't stare at the sun and then try to go to bed, stare at your phone and try to go to bed. That's not going to work. So making sure you set some of this stuff up ahead of time is very, very important.
Nice. I think there's some people out there that do they would tell you to stare at the sun to help you sleep better. You heard the sun gazing thing? You heard of that?
They got some stuff out there for sure.
All right. So Gab, I'd never heard of this before. What is sleep hygiene though?
Really?
Tell me about
That's
sleep
so
hygiene.
interesting.
Yeah. What is that about?
So sleep hygiene, right? Like cleaning up your sleep, your bedtime routine. I'm a really, really firm believer in this. And I often pose it to people as what are some of the last things that we do before we go to bed, right? We wash our face, we brush our teeth, we moisturize, like those types of things. We need to be doing similar things and have like a similar routine for being able to go to sleep. So for some people, that's drinking like a nice decaffeinated cup of tea, right? Like an herbal tea, which is really nice for like slowing down the heart rate, relaxing the body. For some people, it's journaling, getting some things off of their mind. Reading a book, write something that is not stimulating or not like too exciting, just to start to calm the mind. And so everybody is going to have a bit of a different sleep hygiene routine, but it is important to have a system that you can follow that sort of sets your body up for the understanding of, okay, we're winding down, it's time for bed. So just like Justin said, not staring at the phone, not having any like stimulating conversations, not reading something that's going to excite you or upset you, just doing stuff that's going to calm you down, get you ready to go to sleep.
Nice. So like, is that like something then that your body eventually learns? Like when you say like it gets you ready, like does your body like pick up on those kind of signals that you're doing all the time, and then that kind of helps your body? Is that what you mean? Like the body like learns that this is happening and it's sleep time because of
Yeah,
that?
I mean, that's a huge part of it for sure. It's not the only part, right? Because obviously, like, there are things that are going to actually create that physiological relaxation. But definitely, like, we are creatures of habit. And if we can have habitual things that we do, we're definitely going to reap the benefit of that and have a much more primed state for sleep.
Nice. All right. Well, this one might get people riled up. Anytime we talk about alcohol, people get mad, but I can take this one actually because as a previous as a substance abuse counselor in my previous career, I know what alcohol does to the brain. I don't have the fancy words like you did, Gab, but but actually people, because it is a depressant, and people think that it might help them sleep better because it slows your central nervous system down. But what it does is it blocks your ability to get that REM sleep, that real deep sleep. Your body can't. I think it has to do with GABA. Maybe I can try to sound really really smart, but yeah, it blocks you being able to have the REM sleep. So even though you might be, you get drunk and you're passed out for 12 hours, you didn't get like good 12 hours of sleep. That's why you wake up and you still feel like, crap, because you didn't actually get any quality sleep from it. So that's my 2 cents on alcohol. Don't drink alcohol and you'll sleep a lot better. All right. The last thing, what are the sups that you guys recommend? Supplements.
Yeah, I'm gonna do sups, and then I'm gonna do like other like things that you can have in your room and that can promote and help sleep.
Okay.
So melatonin is a hormone. It's probably best to avoid it for the most part. I mean, it does help sleep. It is the sleep hormone, but taking exogenous melatonin is not usually the most, long-term effective way to promote sleep. It doesn't have an accumulative effect, meaning like you're going to have to continue to take more and more and more to get into deep sleep, which we don't want to do. Tart cherry juice does naturally help synthesize melatonin in the body. That's a good thing. So you can definitely do that. Noisemakers are great, especially for those that have trouble getting into deep sleep and frequent wake ups before the night. Weighted blankets also help keep you like tighter in your sleep, less movement, which
Makes it feel
also
like
can
somebody
help.
snuggling me. That's why I like them.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like somebody snuggling you, right? And so that really helps. And for latency, blue light glasses, especially if you're on your phone. Latency is people that have trouble falling asleep. Things like meditation that Gab mentioned, things like, stretching before bed, things like that help with latency, and blue light glasses can help if you're one of those people that are on your phone till the second you go to bed, like me. So those are some of my gadgets and things that can help with the sleep side. So,
Okay. Are there any supplements that you can? So you said tart cherry juice.
Yep.
Are there any other ones besides that one? Like I feel like people have talked about magnesium before. Is that one that CBG would recommend, or?
Yeah, specifically magnesium glycinate. There are several forms of magnesium. So glycinate's the best one that helps kind of promote that rest and digest. There are other forms of magnesium that help with, getting processing, getting, your bowel movement, out and leaving you to go to the bathroom. They have other magnesiums that help with recovery, but magnesium glycinate is going to be the best for the sleep side of things.
Okay, so don't get the bathroom magnesium.
Yeah, don't get milk of magnesia and try to go to bed. It's not gonna be good for you.
That would be the opposite effect.
You'll be up quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. All right. Well, so we'll end it on the bathroom magnesium, but that's all we got for you guys today. So take these 5 easy steps, start implementing things, start making small changes so that you can achieve those body recomp results that you want. You can have good workouts, have PRs. And the last thing is, if you want help with this, there's a link in the description. Click the link, get with CBG, and if you're doing 4 to 5 WODs per week, then you need to talk to them and see how they can help you crush those goals. Sleep better, one of the things they can help you do, and you'll be much better. Very happy that you did. So with that, Justin, Gab, I'm Joel. We're telling you to quit tracking those macros, stay consistent. We'll see you next time. Peace out and good night.